Hey everybody, and welcome back to 3COG. Today we're going to cover something a little bit different. This is my Marlin 1894 lever action in 357 Magnum. And yes, I say lever every other time that I'm talking about a lever. When I'm talking about a lever action rifle, it's a lever action. So where does this fit into my three kinds of guns concept? As you know, the three kinds of guns you should own are old guns, and cool old guns. Well, this is a cool gun because this is the first rifle that I ever owned. My dad bought this for me when I was 13 years old to go deer hunting. So I've had this rifle for almost 20 years. It also fits into the cool old guns category because it's still an 1894, and that was originally patented in 1893 by L.L. Hepburn. So this is the original style that was patented in 1893 with a couple of different changes for safety features. So pretty cool gun. Fits in the cool old gun category as well, even though it's a newer version. So got this gun in the mid 90s. Like I said, it is pistol caliber carbine. It's 357 Magnum, 38 Special. I got it as a deer gun. I've never taken a shot at a deer over 75 meters because growing up in southern Pennsylvania, the woods are pretty dense and thick, and you just don't need a rifle that can reach out that far. This rifle has an 18.5-inch barrel and makes for a pretty compact little package when you're walking through the woods. As you can see, the barrel doesn't go above my head, so walking through the woods, be it shouldered or holding it, the rifle's nice and short, stays tight to you. You're not getting caught up on every single branch and everything as you walk by. It does have a 10+1 capacity. So tubular magazine fed, 10 rounds, put them in through the loading gate, load in your 10, rack in your one into the chamber, and put another one into your tube. And that gives you a total capacity of 11 rounds, which at the time this was patented, that was a lot of ammo to have inside of a gun at the time. You know, we're talking about the 1890s. So 357 Magnum, 38 Special. 357 Magnum has plenty of energy out of this 18.5-inch barrel to take down a deer or other equivalent size game. This rifle's taken deer, fox, raccoon, squirrels, so it works very well for anything within that category. It's taken a lot of deer. Like I said, I've had it since I was 13 years old. It's been my deer rifle for years. So it's an excellent weapon for teaching people how to shoot as well because it has the exposed hammer. You can talk about the different principles of how the gun works and everything. It's very easy to explain, and it's very mild recoil. It's a 357 Magnum out of a wood and steel weapon, so the weight of the weapon absorbs some of that recoil. This one is a little bit beat up. You know, a couple of scratches across the wood, but you know, it's been my deer gun for years. The fit and finish on this one is very good. Marlin has had some issues in the 2000s with their fit and finish, but you can see the checkering here. It's nice and deep. Finish worked in there. That's pretty nice wood. So, this being from the 90s, they were still making really good quality rifles, and now I hear they're making really good rifles again, but I haven't messed with any of the new ones. So yeah, it is drilled and tapped for scope rings. Years ago, after I took my first deer, I did put a scope on this, and I got a really cheap Walmart scope with rings that didn't fit it, and just you know, after a few years I took it off because I like it more in its pure form like this. And again, I've never taken a deer over 75 meters, so I just don't need the magnification. The sights on it are really good. I forget what this style of sight is called, but it is graduated. You can change it for elevation. And then your front sight here is the brass bead on this. So overall, I mean, been really happy with the gun. Obviously, I'll never sell this rifle. I've had it for so long. It's going to stay in the family forever, as far as I'm concerned. Yeah, it represents a really unique time in history too. You think about the fact that, you know, 1894, 1893, when this was patented, There's still people using muzzle loaders, and the metallic cartridge was just really starting to gain ground from 1880s. So just a neat piece of firearms development. This is not, like I said, this is not an original. Those are very expensive. We got this, my dad bought me this rifle for deer hunting. I want to say he paid about $325 for it back in the mid-90s. And now they're going on Gunbroker. I see starting bids at about $650. So, like I said, pistol caliber carbine, it's one of the original ones. Benefits of pistol caliber carbine is, of course, that you can have your rifle with a little bit more longer effective range, and then you can get a pistol that'll use the same cartridge. So I, like I said, had this rifle for a long time, and the first pistol I ever bought myself was a .357 Magnum revolver, so that I could have that ammunition similarity between the two weapons. Now, as far as the actual action goes and how it works, I mean, it's a lever gun. So it does have a cross bolt safety here. Right now it's in safe. Now you can see the red, it's in fire, and it does have a half cock notch as well. So actual function of the weapon is you load it up, chamber around, press trigger, back it, press trigger. You can shoot these pretty fast. It has to be on half cock for you to put your safety on. And now the trigger still works. If I pull the hammer to the rear and then I press the trigger, make sure you can see it there. I press the trigger, it goes forward, but it's stopped by the safety. So, has a half cock and a cross bolt. So, fun gun, great gun for teaching new shooters. My kids some of them have shot it, and all of them will shoot it at some point. Yeah. So, just a neat gun, a little bit different from the tactical stuff I'm normally into, but I truly do believe in the three kinds of gun concept. It's a tongue-in-cheek joke saying that basically I need all the guns, which is largely true. But, every gun I own fits some little category or subcategory. This one, obviously, being my first rifle ever, it's got a sentimental value. Past that, the design, the fact that, this type came out in 1894, it's the first flat top. There's a lot of neat things just about the weapon in general. I was a big fan of cowboy movies growing up. So, you got to have a lever action to go with your, with that whole theme. Good gun. It was made in, this one was actually made in New Haven, Connecticut. So, shout out to my family up there in Connecticut. And, yeah, so that's pretty much it. So, thank you very much for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe. And I will see you next time on 3COG.